Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? I apologize for my voice. Excuse me, actually, speaking of my voice, I apologize for my appearance, but I probably will do another video. I don't know if it'll be tonight because I ended up finishing this so late. I'll explain in 1 second that the video is coming out later than I intended. I wanted to get this up. Let's see, today is the beginning of Friday, March 31st. Welcome to the end of the movie Marquee challenge for March. Finally getting around to the point of the video. I wanted to get this video up on the 30th since you haven't heard much from me in the past week at all, and you really haven't heard much from me as far as the movie Marquee goes for the entire month. For those of you who have been following along with other videos of mine, you know and hopefully understand why you haven't heard about the movie Marquee. I will explain in further detail about my absence for the week, but to sum it up, I got back from the concerts on... My memory's a little hazy, but I believe I got back on Sunday, this last Sunday, which would have been the 26th. And then, was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday, I'm pretty sure. It was Saturday. It doesn't really matter. Not the point. And then if you can't tell, this is the best that I have sounded all week. No, it is not just laryngitis from the amount of screaming that I did, which was a lot. Usually my voice after the concert does kind of sound like pretty raspy. It may even be gone. It may have the throes of being squeaky in it, but it's not, doesn't sound stuffy and congested, and I'm sick. And I started feeling sick. I think I got home Saturday actually, because Sunday I believe is when I started feeling sick, or maybe it was Monday, because I had to go to work. I had to work. Yes. So sick. Because basically they just didn't have anybody with my level of training, and the place literally can't operate without a certain amount of people trained to certain levels. In case something should happen or whatever, somebody has to be there that knows like what to do in emergency situations. So my boss made it pretty clear that I guess this is going to end up being kind of a catch-up video. Sorry, I will do another video talking about the concerts, but my boss made it pretty clear that I was like basically for decoration purposes only on the couple days that I was there, and that I was not to be like very interactive with people. No, for anybody who is wondering, the big C was not suspected in it. It's really just a really bad flu. It's an icky head cold type of flu. I know they're pretty similar, but I've had the big C before, and it's nothing like that. As far as the way I feel anyway. So I know some people that have it describe it as they just had a cold, and that's amazing. And if that's the extent that it is for you, that's amazing. Me, I quite literally was in the emergency room and almost died on my visit with it. So this is just a flu. And it is, as of today, starting to go on the rise, I think. I still don't feel well, but I had to do this video for you. My first day back, my very first day back, like I came back from the concert, I slept, and then I went, I haven't worked on my movie Marquee all month long. I have to start it. So I started it, and I crocheted almost the whole tile, like the diamond part, almost the whole tile. And I had, I don't know, like this much left of each side of it. And I put it down. I got really sick that night / the next morning, however you want to look at it. And the next couple of days, because I had to report for work, I basically mustered all the strength in me to go report for work, walk into the building, prop myself in a corner. My coworkers were pretty great. My little brother, Cam, the guy I work with, Cameron, who calls himself my little brother, I call him my little brother too. Hi, Cameron. He watches almost all my videos too. He literally was like, sit here, do not get up. He brought his coat over and he covered me up with it. He tried to make me tea, not realizing that tea makes me sick. So he brought me like a cold beverage to make sure that I was drinking something. He's very sweet. He was taking care of me, just like a perfect little brother. And the rest of my crew was pretty great when they weren't, you know, out on the work floor. They were checking on me, and but I would actually dare say, when I talk about like, oh, during my breaks I never get any peace, and people are always in there looking, you know, talking to me and all that. They left me alone for the right amount of intervals that I was able to rest. It was pretty great. I really was just there for decoration. Which is, I've never ever at that job just been able to get paid and work being a decoration. So it was pretty nice. Yeah, so I was had I been feeling well, I would have been thoroughly enjoying that ability. But obviously I only had that ability because of how bad I was. I was very bad. I should definitely have called off. So yeah, I just kept myself basically isolated, and except for my little brother and his care, pretty much everyone stayed a appropriate distance away from me while checking on me. So I mean, that was good. So nobody else has gotten, it's been days now, and like I had a day off since then. Nobody else has gotten sick or anything like that. It was just I think it was my own fault for being at the concerts and standing outside in the freezing cold, because I don't like to wear my jackets inside. So I wear like a t-shirt, and you've seen it. You've seen the videos if you've seen them. I have a t-shirt, and then I have like these homemade long sleeves that I have underneath the t-shirts that are like made from Halloween tights. Like that's what they're made from. And that's like, I would stand in line until the VIP. I would go in, and then when you come out, you get your own line to go in. So I know my place is safer. So I would go to the car, put things away, including my coat, and wait outside. The first day, I won't say their name, sorry. The first day they brought me in to hang out and stuff. And then I'm just telling you guys all about the concert, aren't I? So I got to stay inside the building for most of the time. The second day, the building guidelines were a little more strict, so I had to stay outside. But I think the flu was because I stayed outside with no jacket on, like a dummy head. Anyway, for those of you who don't follow along at my personal adventures, that was probably 5 or 6 minutes of way too much information. Let's get back to the video, shall we? And like I said, I'll do another video where I actually talk about the extensiveness. I'll show you guys some pictures and maybe video clips. I already did some video clips in the last video I put out that I played like regular music over. I can't do any of their concert footage stuff because I don't want the copyright stuff on it, the strikes, but I'll definitely put pictures in and everything. And then, yeah, I'm basically nursing it. After this, I'm going to go out, spend a little more time with the boys, probably work on something. And I did one errand. I promised my boss I was going to do one errand today, which was grocery shopping that has to be done. And I would be either resting in my chair, which I have been doing all day, or in bed, which I'm about to do in a little while. I've been NyQuiling it up. I've been sleeping. I slept 12 hours today, you guys, 12 hours. And I slept like 8 to 9 hours, I think, the last few days, like even on work days. So like I've gotten nothing done crochet wise. Anyway, the reason this video is so late is I decided to finish up the diamond part. If you're still around, even if you've never tuned into the movie Marquee Challenge, but you have managed to stick around through all of my babbling. You're a champion. Thank you. Since I already said I'd stop at once and still didn't. But basically, the movie Marquee Challenge. Last year I hosted with Sandy from Crochet Canada. This year I am hosting with Bella from Bella's Crochet Gifts. And I had a brain. Did you see the gears turning backwards for a second there? And Samantha from Amethyst Craftworks. Both of these ladies are linked down below, both because you will want to go check out their amazing channels, and because when it's their turn to pick, you're going to want to go check out they'll release first what they pick before I have a reaction to it. So you'll want to see firsthand what they pick also. Now, that being said, what we're doing as co-hosts for this year is taking turns randomly selecting movies that we have previously set aside to pick from, and showing you guys the movie posters. And from the posters, we are making projects based off of the colors in the posters for inspiration. We're inviting you guys to join along also. My Facebook group is linked down below. We have loved seeing all the projects that you guys have come up with. It doesn't have to be the same project that we're working on, because none of us are working on the same thing. Bella's doing full blankets like I did last year. I'm doing a tiled blanket this year. Samantha is doing some crazy, not crazy bad, crazy, it's a cardigan, but she's doing different themed squares, and on the different themed squares, she's doing different themes with different, you'll have to see it. You'll have to go check her channel out. She's doing a really great, exciting project that I can't wait to see start to come together. She has so many ideas. It's wonderful. But people have been doing baskets, and have we seen an amigurumi this year? We did last year. I don't think this year we have. Cowls, purses. There have been squares for granny square blankets, or corner to corner squares for corner to corner square blankets. There's been a multitude of different things. There's been just not a theme. The theme for someone was usable items. So like it won't be the same type of thing, but it'll be usable items throughout the year, right? So that's pretty cool. Just whatever your heart desires, there's no limit. But we just would love to see it. So feel free to join the Facebook group and post. And you know what? Even if you don't want to do that movie that we pick, you can do your own movie. Just show us the inspiration. That would be awesome. You don't even have to participate in the movie Marquee. You could just join the Facebook group, because we love to hear from you and see yarn hauls and see what you're working on and see your finished products. And we have the Great Fiber Cake Off is going on over there too. So lots of good reasons to join the Facebook group. I'm just saying. Without further ado, 13 minutes in. I haven't talked to you guys in a while. And even though I shouldn't be talking very much at all, you knew this wasn't going to be a short one, right? You knew it. We're not going to aim for any 45 minutes or anything, but you knew it wasn't going to be short. So this month has been Samantha's pick. And I'm going to show you right here, like at the almost 14 minute mark, right here is her pick, which was Hocus Pocus. Which admittedly I have only seen once and then some pieces of once. It's not as much my thing, definitely, as it is Samantha's. I will say that. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter at all. The colors are phenomenal in the poster that she picked. Since I haven't done updates, I usually don't, by this time of the month, go through my colors either. But I'm going to really quickly show you the colors that I picked out. I'm trying to do colors all from my collection without buying anything new. And I'm also trying, since I'm doing tiles of a blanket, I'm trying to use up a bunch of scrappy things that I've already used partial pieces of. Excuse me. So I picked a lot of colors for this. This is a Red Heart Super Saver Red Heart with Love. It's Red Heart with Love. I think it's just in the color purple or amethyst. It's probably amethyst. This is a Red Heart with Love also, and I believe this is in the color peacock. So sorry about all my sniffles here. This is a Big Twist Value. Okay, so this is a Big Twist Value, and this is a Hobby Lobby anti-pilling acrylic. I think this one is called Plum. I don't know a color of this. It's discontinued. It was in the sale years ago, at least 2 years ago. Excuse me, sorry. Now the coughing starts. This was a Caron 1-pounder in the color Lilac. This Big Twist Value in the color Varsity Gold. I think I can show you just inside the bag from here on out. But this is Red Heart with Love. I'm pretty sure this is the color Blue Hawaii. Yes, it is. This is that ever-growing Bernat Value that I had bought on clearance forever ago that I keep finding skeins of that keep multiplying. It's just in the color orange. This is a Walmart Mainstays in white. This is a Red Heart with Love in black. And then this is a Hobby Lobby Crafter's Secret in the color lime green. So you can see I was going with like the blues from the poster, the purples from, I'm so sorry that I don't know the sisters' names. I can't rattle them off as easily as probably a lot of you. Certainly not as well as Samantha. But the sister with the darker hair has a beautiful purple, almost like a, oh, why are my words escaping me right now? I want to say tartan, but it's not. It's like a flannel looking design in all purples and blacks and stuff. So I picked a lot of the, like all three of those purples are from in there. But you can see like the white was from the stars in the sky. The two blues were the two different tones of the sky. So I wanted to set that. Now the tiles that I'm doing, there was a crochet along, posted several years ago, but now, and the videos are all on YouTube. There's a 17-part tutorial. The video tutorial is by Tanya Leis, but the designer is Aman Vanderkron. It's called the Anno 1926 Cal. And I am not doing the entire blanket. I am doing, if you do the first part and then a few steps into the second part, you get the diamond-shaped tile that I am about to show you, which is right here. So this is the completed. You can see the pops of like the green is here. There's a lot of the blues and the purples happening. I did just the yellow of the moon in the picture is here. So that is the completed tile itself. And that is where I stop. So all of my other months have stopped here also. Now, if you've seen my other months, you know that I'm not done yet. I'm going to be working on this into the next month, but I really wanted to get the drawing done for you guys. So all of you who have not been working on a blanket for a rock star for the entire month of March, it can continue on with the projects that you normally would. So I am going to be rectangling these off and then bordering it in black and joining it to my other blanket tiles that I have already gotten done. And by the time I'm done with the blanket, like it's a little wavy. I'm not going to lie. It will end up a little bit wavy. I think that I'm starting to perfect the waviness of it, but the first two together so far have been a bit wavy. This one probably will be too, I'm not going to lie. But I don't mind it because I really love just the scrappy boho-ness of it. I love it. I think it looks so cool. So yeah, it's not complete yet, but again, I just wanted to show it to you. And yeah, there it is so far. Now my idea is going to be a lot of the blues, the dark and the light blue is going to be here, but we'll see how it ends up being. I'll show it to you in a future update video for next month. But like I said, I wanted to get on with the drawing because this is my month to pick a movie for April. Yes, April. So I have my remaining movies here in my Witch's Cauldron that Damon had bought me a couple years ago now, because I used it last year also. I have 3 left, since we're each picking 4 movies in total. So let me give it a good mix here and see what we'll be picking. And then I'll show you the poster. How about that? So I'm sorry that it's a day later than I meant. Like I said, I was going to give you guys, I was going to give you the extra day because I have been so MIA, but I just was not feeling well at all. All right, big reveal time. Ooh, this will be interesting. Okay. There is the movie. It's 10 Things I Hate About You. I always try to throw that in there. 10 Things I Hate About You, which is another one of the movies that was it was Teenage Heather's favoriteest thing. As far as comedies go, I loved it so much. I know I'm very much more of like a horror, fantasy, sci-fi type of girl, but excuse me, but I loved it. I R.I.P. Heath Ledger, because I was madly in love with Heath Ledger, as I think most of the world was. Maybe still is. Maybe I still am. Who knows? You know. I loved Heath Ledger so much, and this was hands down my favorite movie that he was ever in. I love Julia Stiles. This was the movie that I discovered her in, and I've been a fan of hers ever since. I wish she was in more movies. I heard that she kind of like stepped back to do the normal life thing, which is great for her. It is great for her. And I haven't seen her in a lot of things lately, but I could have just missed it. And, you know, maybe she does do some random things here and there. I probably should look that up, actually. But anyway, not the point. I should probably also show you the movie poster, huh? So here's the movie poster. I thought there was quite a few different colors in it. Obviously, you're looking at it, and I'm not at the moment, but I think I have a pretty good memory of it. I know there's a lot of green and white in it. I know there's a pretty big splash of like a bright pink color in it. And I know there's several different flesh tones, and I'm sure their clothing has got a lot of different colors to pick and choose from, and I sure hope so, considering I'm picking like 8 or 9 colors per tile myself. But I think that's going to be fun following up this one, since this one was so predominantly blue and purple, and my other 2 were really similar in like browns and things like that. But yeah, so there is, like I said, a good look at it. I hope that you guys like the color choices. I hope that you can find some good colors to pick from in there. I really did try to be a little more conscious this year about picking not just my favorite movies, but my favorite movies that had good color choices too for you guys. And I think it did. Like this one, like I said, it's not in the forefront of my, like I'm not looking at it, but I think there's some decent, you just have to look in the smaller parts of it, but I do think that there are some decent color choices. This one's, I'm thinking the least colorful of my choices. I think. I could be wrong. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy it. Let me know if you've seen the movie and if you like it. I think it's so funny. I often quote parts of it, and I have the soundtrack, and I listen to that quite frequently. I really do like it. But I have gone on long enough. I've kept you long enough, and I'm gonna go rest rest my voice, get this video uploaded. And yeah, all right. I hope you can forgive me for being gone so long and for taking up so much of your time today. And I will talk to you soon. Like I said, I'm on the mend now, so it's just going to get better. You'll see more of me in the upcoming month, I promise. All right. I love you guys. And make sure that I can actually say goodbye and mean it this time, because how often does that happen? All right. I love you guys. Bye.